Welcome back to Theory Gaming with Cubic. In Mecha Domination Rampage, there seems to be a second Ace Commander event coming in less than 24 hours. So last Ace Commander event, we took first place, giving us 300 Tyrant Charge. For this event, the prize is still the same, I think. Let's see. Ranking rewards for top 1, you get 300 Tyrant Charge with some diamonds and speed ups. Also the title of Ace Commander. But it doesn't give any buffs. So it's more of bragging rights when you wear this title. Last Ace Commander event, there were 5 phases. This Ace Commander event, there are 7. So it's gonna take to finish the event. For each phase, we have for phase 1, that's tomorrow, the first 24 hours of Ace Commander, we got the familiar base construction and tech research event, the phase. This is the same as the last Ace Commander event. So how to prepare for the first 24 hours? Basically, you want to save up all your resources. That's food, water, steel, oil, and your speed ups. You want to save that. If you're at a higher level where base construction and tech research takes numbers of days now instead of hours or minutes, you can start upgrading now and just speed up the construction tomorrow. Just make sure that the base construction or tech research will be finished tomorrow if you start constructing or researching today. Because what counts isn't the resource that you spend, but the building that will be constructed or the research that will be finished tomorrow. That's what's gonna be counted. So it doesn't matter if you started building your base 2 weeks ago. If the build time is 15 days, it's gonna be finished tomorrow. It's still gonna be counted for the event. But if your buildings and research still takes only number of hours, number of minutes, it's better to start tomorrow. It's better to spend your resources, your speed ups tomorrow, so that the points will be counted towards the event. So we can see a pattern of recurrence in the game of Mecha Domination. This is the same with other games I've played, which teaches us a lesson to save and not spend our resources when not needed. So it's better to upgrade your buildings, to train your troops, to upgrade your beasts, your war gear, your equipment when there's an event calling for it. And when there's an event calling for it, I find it better to go all out or to spend resources or speed ups on the last 24 hours. Because some of these events overlap. Some events, for example, let me show you. So that was the first day of that was for the first day. That's tomorrow. Base construction tech research. Make sure they finish tomorrow. Use your speed ups, resources tomorrow. For phase 2, alter beast. That's the same as last time. Beast market. That's a new one. Quick hunt. That's also a new one. Gather resources. That's the same as last Ace Commander. So for phase 2, alter beast means your, let me show you. So as you can see, I have saved quite a number of orange, purple, and blue beasts. Now when you alter a beast, it means you fuse these lower level beasts to strengthen your higher level or main beast. So that's what altering means. So don't alter, save that for the second day of the event. I know it's hard. Our fingers are itching to upgrade our beasts, but trust me, it's better tomorrow. Trust me, it's better. I don't mean tomorrow. I mean on the second day of the event, which is 2 days from now. Going back, what I meant was, hold on, let me get this free hunt. What I meant was, some of these events coincide, so it's better to wait at the last 24 hours. Let me show you an event that coincides with that. Hold on. No, this doesn't coincide. Where was it? Oh, it's here in welfare. Look at this event. Skin giveaway, where you can win a skin for your Deathwing, the Shadow of Purgatory skin shard. As you can see, I have made the mistake of upgrading my Deathwing because I didn't know the Ace Commander was happening again so soon. The title I have won, Ace Commander, lasted for 12 days. So I had in mind that the next Ace Commander wasn't gonna happen for at least another 14 days, another 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But we have another Ace Commander happening now. On top of that, look at our event calendar. We just had... Where was it? There was an event where you had to construct your base, to upgrade your base. Although the prizes weren't that lucrative like in Ace Commander, where you can win 300 shards. You can win diamonds, speed ups, what is it called? Advanced beast designs used for hunts. As you can see, I haven't put out that much because the prizes aren't worth the resources. Again, the rule of thumb in these types of games is to save and not spend your resources, your upgrades, your speed ups when it is not needed. That is the rule for these kinds of games. Even if you're the lowest level player there is, don't upgrade, don't use speed ups. I made mistakes speeding up upgrading because I thought not there wasn't going to be another Ace Commander event for a long time, but as you can see, there is one happening tomorrow. So some of these events coincide, like the one where you upgrade your Deathwing and Caesar to get a skin for your Deathwing. That the last day of that event coincides with the second phase of the Ace Commander. So I could have upgraded. I could have altered my beast on that last day of the skin event, and I could have gotten points for phase 2. So that's a mistake on my part because even I have trouble following my own rules, my own rule of thumb, my own lectures. I have trouble following them. So I made the mistake of upgrading my Deathwing so soon that I missed on potential points for phase 2. But don't worry, we're still gonna find ways. I spend on these games, I spend real money, but I spend smart. So I spend on packs, I spend on offers, but those offers, I don't upgrade them immediately. I wait for events so that I get more bang for my buck, if you will. I get more value for my money. So yeah. Moving on, we have unit training for phase 3. So unit training is just basically training your troops, and the higher level of troops that you have, the more points you can gain. That's why I think I have 100,000 of these T9s now. Oh, not yet. I still have 2830. Multiply that by 3, I have more than 80,000 T9 troops trained. Now, a majority of those were trained during the last Ace Commander event. That was the phase where I took first place for sure. When other commanders saw that the gap was too large, they stopped trying. They stopped spending, which was good. Because I didn't want... Most of the competition that I had for that event were my own alliance mates. And I wasn't sure that I was gonna win, so I didn't tell them not to push harder. But when the opportunity arose for me to take first place for sure, I took it. And I kind of felt bad for my alliance mates that were spending. Because I think we spent roughly the same amount. But it's just that I had an advantage for this. Because I was the only one who could train T9s. T9s are worth a lot of points for that event. Why? Because you can only train T9s when your headquarters is level 26. You know how many players are level 26 in my servers? In my server rather? Take a look at this. Headquarters. A while back it was just me. Now it's Big Tank that's also here. But basically before Big Tank from our sister alliance, the Joker Academy, got level 26, I was the only one who could train T9s. Now Big Tank can train also because he has level 26. But last time, I was the only one who could train T9s. Because on the first day of the event, I was also pushing for first place. However, I could not beat Ludra and G-Man. They were constructing more than me. They had a 20 million point advantage. I couldn't reach that. However, I was the only one who built headquarters up to level 26. Now that gave me the advantage that I saw during the phase 3 of the event. Because I was the only one who could train units that were T9. T9 is worth more than TH. And I gained a lot of points for that. And that was the phase where I gained, I think, almost 200 million points advantage. Even if I didn't win the last phase of that event, I still took home first place with an advantage of more than 100 million. That was a safe buffer zone, a safe gap, a safe lead. That didn't cause me to wake up in the middle of the night to check if I was still in first place. I took home the first place for sure starting on that third day. So I think my strategy would be on phase 1, construct my headquarters up to level 30 so we can train T10s, giving us another advantage. It's going to be hard since we are still at level 27. I don't know if my resources, my saved resources would be enough to take it to level 30, but we will see. I think I've saved enough. So ideally, on the first day, I would take my headquarters to level 30. Also, my unit buildings to level 30. Stocking up points for phase 1. For phase 2, our strategy would be to use up all of our saved beasts to upgrade them, all of them, increasing our beast might. And for phase 3, if we have accomplished the mission of having our unit buildings to level 30, we could train some T10s, which is the highest available level for units as of the moment, which would give us that same advantage we had last Ace Commander event, which might push us to first place if all things go well. Now, last Ace Commander event, there were only 5 phases. This Ace Commander event has 4 phases. Number 1 on this phase 4, it's relatively new. This wasn't here last Ace Commander. Number 1 was Seraphite Promotion. That's where you spend Seraphite Course, I believe, or Seraphite Flux. It's either of those. I also made the mistake of upgrading my Seraphite to a high level. I got it now to level 66. That's a mistake on my part because that upgrade that I spent on Seraphites could have been potential points for phase 4 of the event. But no use crying over spilled milk. That's water under the bridge. We're gonna do our best regardless. We're going for first place again for those 300 Tyrant Shards. So number 3 on phase 4 is the Rally. Rally is basically where you take on beast layers, or if there's a Seraphite invasion. I believe there's a Seraphite invasion that would coincide with that event. Yeah. So we are going to be, the strategy would be to take Seraphite invasions. I think everybody would be going for it. So it's going to be alliance based. The alliance with the most Seraphites captured would take first place. But here you can see a pattern that the developers, the planners of this game plan these things to have some events coincide so that our efforts would go towards more than one event. So like building bases would go to this event and also earn points for this event, winning us more prizes basically. I think, in my opinion, that some of these events are kind of rushed for the reason I believe that they are trying to get the later servers such as server 31 and server 32 to catch up with earlier servers such as 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So that's why we're getting a barrage of these events. They're trying to get us to catch up with the earlier servers so we can have an inter-server kind of equality at some point, so we can have inter-server or cross-server events in the future. I think that's what they were going for. That's why we have these events in my server so closely spaced. So we've experienced that Seraphite invasion with that poacher, what was it called? Poacher hunt. Yeah, Poacher's Wanted event. In our server 31, this event plus another event that was a Seraphite invasion just appeared out of nowhere, no prior announcement, no warning whatsoever. It didn't appear on the event calendar. By the time they launched it, it appeared on the event calendar. So it was kind of rushed. Some of the players were complaining about low energy, the lack of stamina, because in this game, stamina is one of the hardest resource to obtain, because you can't use diamonds to buy hardtack. You can use diamonds to purchase stamina, but only to a limit of 10 per day. Once you made your 10 that day, you're not gonna get stamina easily elsewhere. So players were complaining that there were too many events Again, these are I believe are made for our server to catch up. So one day at a certain time we could have a cross server match, cross server events that would span multiple servers at once. Basically, they're rushing us to catch up with the earlier servers. Again, I played this game when I think a few weeks after it launched. I think 1 to 2 weeks after it launched. So we were late a week. Some players were already high level, but by that time, I think from earlier servers, let's say 26, 27. So they're getting us to catch up to their level, to their progress, so we can have an equitable crossover events in the future. Going back, we have the phase 4, capture beasts. Wouldn't it make much more sense if they put capture beasts before alter beasts? Because before you alter beasts, you need to capture some of them. Developers, I'm still applying for your content creator program. If you're watching this, please, I think it would be a great idea. Hear me out. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but it's just a suggestion to put capture beasts before alter beast. Yeah? That would be great. Or better yet, put them on the same day. Because once you capture beasts, players' fingers are going to be itching to alter their beasts. So better put the two events on the same day, so players don't get itchy fingers when they see they captured 20 purple beasts and they can't upgrade them because they have to wait for the next event. Better put them on the same day, so players get that satisfaction, that sense of accomplishment, fulfillment, of completion, of capturing and altering on the same day. So as not to leave them on the cliffhanger, not making them wait for the next event. So that was just my suggestion as a top player of my server, as an aspiring content creator who reads your takes keen observance to the game, because I like the game. I love the game. The game has great potential to grow in this market. It appeals to me and it appeals to a lot of people. It's gonna grow more. It's going to grow more. So please, if you think that was a good idea, please implement it. Not to be bossy, but it's just a suggestion from a player who loves your game so much. For the 5th phase, we have war gear crafting. Another mistake I've made. Exclusive weapon upgrade, war gear enhancement, and overall strength. Overall strength, I believe, composes of base construction, tech research, and unit training, but is graded with lower points. Oh, phase 6 has tech research. I'm not sure what overall strength has. So let's take a look at my mistake. Here I enhanced my guard helmet legendary war gear up to level 54 and mastery crafted it to level 5. Made that mistake because who would have thought that there would be an event later on that would put points toward these upgrades. So that was my mistake. Could have been points for phase 5. For phase 6 tech research, but I'm very much sure the points you gain for tech research phase 6 will be lower compared to tech research phase 1. So don't save up tech research. Don't put off researching unless you've run out of resources. Unless you ran out of speed up. Don't put off your tech research for phase 6 if you can do it for phase 1, because phase 1 is going to offer more value for your research. I think it's 45 points per might increased for phase 1 and only 30 points for might increased for phase 6. So 45 points for phase 1, 30 points for phase 6. Better do it on phase 1. That's my advice as someone who has won this event last time. Next is gather resources. Not many players like to do this. It takes so long. Your troops, your beasts can't be used to attack. Your base is vulnerable at this time. Not many players like this, but it's part of the event. Regardless, so you can earn points by gathering resources. It's a big help if you upgrade your passive skills. Like, let me show you. Skills like oil gathering output for Pyrodra, steel gathering output for Venom Fang, water gathering output for Spike Roller, and food gathering output for Sickle Claw. Those 4 passive skills for those 4 beasts will be a big help in gathering resources for these kinds of events. And for phase 7, Alter Beast and General Speed Up. So I also believe that the Alter Beast for phase 7 is worth less than the Alter Beast for phase 2. So don't save up beasts thinking that you're gonna need them for phase 7. No. The prizes for each phase are just diamonds and speed ups. They're not worth sacrificing one phase over another. The goal here is to get Tyrant Shards. Tyrant Shards aren't being sold anywhere else unless you're VIP 7 or above. You're not gonna buy that anywhere else. It's only offered in these events. Ace Commander, as far as I've played this game, the only places where you can get Tyrant Shards is exclusive VIP 7 or above offers or Ace Commander events. If you're sacrificing shards for diamonds, which can be bought anywhere at a low, some of these offers have great value, you're doing it wrong. So take my advice, alter all your beasts for phase 2. If the beasts that you capture for phase 4, save them up for phase 7. For altering. Yes, that's a good strategy. And there's also general speed up, so I don't know what's going to be sped up here. I don't think I'm going to be spending much speed up. I'm going to be saving my speed ups for another Ace Commander event, if that's gonna happen. So that's it. That's the strategy I'm looking for this upcoming Ace Commander event. It's going to start tomorrow in my server. I'm going to be posting videos every day for each phase. We're going to be seeing how my strategy works out. Again, I won the last Ace Commander event in my server. I ranked 1 with a comfy lead of 100 million points. If that doesn't give me enough authority, enough credentials on the strategy for this event, I don't know what will. So I think that's all for this video. Thank you for tuning in for a good 40 minutes. I apologize for my videos having low production quality as of the moment. It's just that I don't have the resources to put up high production value videos at the moment. Resources being time, energy, and money. I'm not a full-time gamer. I have a day job. I have postgraduate schooling. I'm not gonna have that time. I don't have money to pay a video editor as well, so this is the level of production I can put out at the moment. But if you're interested, you can look at my higher value production videos on Axie Infinity and this channel. Because that I did that during COVID. I had a lot of time. I had got a lot of energy to edit those videos properly. So I think that's all. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.